So we have our type loaded here. Let's go ahead and finesse this quite a bit. Let's stick with that Abril fat face to keep our theme with our type. And let's make this big, because when you look at a lot of magazine covers, anytime there's articles that have the top 10 or 5 favorite things, that number is always very prominent. So we're going to make that a little bit bigger to be our draw for the article. And we have this baking mistake type. Let's break this up and make it a little thicker. This is a railway. I'm just going to make it a nice, we could try semi-bold, but let's do medium and see how that looks. And we're going to break this up on 2 lines. So we're just going to be stacking this. And so we're going to make mistakes a little bit smaller so that it's flush on the left and right side. So it almost is everything is in a box format. Kind of keeps it more concise. And then how to solve them can go right under here. And this is Bodoni. So you're seeing some familiar typefaces over and over. You're not seeing a lot of brand new ones. So let's kind of find the right spacing for this. So we'll zoom out, grab our entire article, and just using the directional tools, kind of going to hug the pancake. We need to have lots of margin on the right. We can even toggle our W and make sure we're not going to exceed the margin. And then toggle the W again. So there we go. One thing that can help is some color changes here. So let's make that 13. Let's bring out once again that purple color, and then make baking mistakes, keep that orange. And one thing we could do is have a little contrast with our weights. So baking's a little bit bigger. What if we change the weight on that to semi-bold? So there's a little bit of weight changes there. And another thing we could do is bring in some lines. So dividing lines always helps further break down information. So instead of this being 4 lines of type, we can use some lines to really break it up. So we could cheat a little bit because we already have some nice dotted lines with the right coloring in our article. So I'm just going to copy and paste those lines we created earlier and adapt them right on here. And we want to make sure we have lots of space in here so everything can breathe. So I'm going to tighten this and then maybe loosen the spacing between that line and the bottom. So just adding that spacing that we need. Add a little spacing. There's nothing wrong with a little breathing room. So there's the final. I made 13 just a little bit larger to be more of an anchor for that particular article piece. So now we're going to go ahead and move down to this bottom one, which will be the perfect pancake, which we did the article spread for. So this will be very easy to incorporate. So I'm going to go ahead and just borrow it right from the title. We already crafted some nice type pairing here. And let's introduce that and keep that same script typeface to have consistency with the magazine. So now I'm using this natural shadow that's cast by the pancakes to really have this type be able to show up a little bit better without having to add a ton of drop shadow. So let's go ahead and make this one line of type. So how to make that's nice and readable, even though it's over a photo. So now let's try to put perfect pancake kind of together. I thought it'd be neat to overlap them just a little bit, maybe like this, and have a nice kind of angle going on here. So instead of having a straight, although that looks really good right there, but instead of having a straight on top of each other, we're just taking these little space opportunities, this little space here to kind of tuck in that P, just like we've been doing a lot in this class. Maybe overlapping just a little bit. They both have drop shadows on them, so it kind of makes it look like they're scripted together. And let's get an idea for sizing, maybe make that just a little smaller. And if we need to accentuate the drop shadows more, we can. All right, so one thing I noticed when I was putting this together is how to make the was very long compared to the T in perfect. So this the just kind of hung out there and created this awkward space. So what I did is I'm just going to delete the and I just put the over here in that script typeface. And so let's toggle on W and make sure nothing's going past our margin. We can always make that margin a little bit bigger too. And one thing we could do for, we can keep this the same color, or we can make this white and see how that looks for contrast. So for readability, that really pops out, making them two-toned. So, you know, we could stick with that for now and see. So we could add a barcode last, but we have one more thing to do, which is our main focal point is the pancake issue. So that's going to go right here. I'm going to go ahead and add in that type. So just added in some generic Abril fat face, which we've been using, and we can do some font pairing to really break this up, because this looks okay as is, but it needs something to really stand out on that pancake. So first of all, the is not as important of a word, so let's make that smaller, and let's do some font pairing here, because I don't think these two are really going well together. Let's do something more flowy in script for the. Find a nice high character script type. There's one called Lucky Turns, and let's go ahead and click on that one. And what I want to do is I want to angle this a little bit because it has a little bit of an angle, so I'm just angling it. Make it a little bit bigger and tuck it in this nice natural area created between the P and the K. So the pancake, I think those pair very well together. Let's stick with something. Instead of doing these are both very detailed typefaces. So for this bottom one, let's do a very simple, bold sans serif. So we've been using Railway a lot, so let's stick with our sans serif we've been using. And we use Railway up in the title as well. So let's do a nice bold, but not super bold. Let's do a semi-bold. And maybe we may need to make it one step bigger. Let's try bold. There we go. I think that has nice contrast. To add further contrast to this, I think we need to bring out a color. So we need to figure out a good color to bring out. I think this kind of pumpkin color, this kind of darker color, is not going to look good on the pancake because it's a similar color, but perhaps our gold would go really well, and we have that saved in our swatches. So I'm just going to go down and select our lighter gold, and I think that looks pretty good. The pancake issue, we can start to align this a little bit more, kind of select this as a group, and just kind of try to position this on the pancake in a nice even way. So if I bring it too far to the top, it's going to be too close to this article. If I bring it too far down to the bottom, it's going to feel disconnected from the pancake. So it's kind of an obvious choice to kind of stick with this middle ground. So your eye reads, if you look at the magazine, as a total. Your eye starts here at the main title, then it kind of goes down to this article, down to the main pancake issue, down to this article. So it's got this nice downward, it doesn't jerk over to the right or jerk over to the left, it has this nice movement of your eye down the page. So if you had an article here and an article here, it would dart across. So it just has that nice smooth kind of viewing movement as you move down the page.